to be here. This is a brand new space that is operated by Kim Fitzgerald. So she is an amazing body worker here in South County, and when she opened up this space, she contacted Alicia and asked her if she would like to do any type of sound bath or ceremony or anything. And came down and she looked at it and Alicia jumped on it right away because this place is super awesome. And there's something to be said about being at a yoga studio where there's a lot of movement in and out. There's a lot of people. There's like a real sense of community. And there's something to be said about being invited to somebody's personal space that they've rented for pretty much their own business. And you get a whole ceremony here, and ceremony has a bit more intention when it's a select few people that are come. So we feel really honored to be able to hold these a little bit smaller, more intimate ceremonies here. We're super excited that Kim was gracious enough to offer this space to us to be able to rent it. So we feel really, really blessed to be here. So if I haven't met you, sure then everybody. My name is Ryan. I am a sound healer, yoga teacher, and a Reiki master here in South County. And I get the pleasure of hosting these events with my beautiful wife Alicia. So she does like most of the work, and I just come up with the goals. To be honest with you. But it's super awesome. We love doing it together. Tonight we have a new ceremony for you this evening. We are doing Kava. Kava is a traditional drink from the South Pacific Islands. It is used in ceremony, for special occasions, and for greeting important guests. So if you look up different videos on Kava, a lot of times you'll see if a president or English royalty visits one of these islands, Fiji, Vanuatu, something like that, then they'll be treated to a Kava ceremony. It's also used at weddings, birthdays, gatherings. So that was the traditional sense. And today Kava is used a little bit more loosely than that. A lot of times people just kind of gather after work and it becomes like a social event. So it's got a couple different places. So what is Kava? Kava is a plant that naturally grows, and then the drink is made from the actual roots. So the roots are harvested once the plant is mature, and then they clean, wash the roots, dry them out, crush them into a powder, and then that powder is brewed. So we put that powder into, you can use cheesecloth. We use an actual brewing bag, and you put it in lukewarm water for 5 minutes, and then you spend 5 minutes kneading it inside of the water to get everything out of it. And once you have that, your kava is pretty much ready. It's really crazy bitter if you don't add anything to it. So the drink itself isn't really meant to be sipped. It is more of a drink it. So to make the experience much more pleasurable, we mixed the brewed kava with guava juice, coconut milk, and banana. So if there's anybody that is allergic to coconuts, guava, pear, or banana, we have straight kava for you to experience tonight. So if you're allergic to any of that, or if you would like to try it the traditional way, then we have just regular kava for you guys too. So yeah, that's our kava experience tonight. So kava is it's an herb that produces a feeling of at ease. So it is used in place a lot of times for anti-anxiety. So if you have anxiety, that's what it's used for. And it kind of produces a mild sense of euphoria. So you get into this nice peaceful state, but it doesn't absolutely usually put you to sleep. Now there's a few different varieties. Some of them make you more sociable and talkative, and then other varieties are more just kind of sit on the couch. So we took a social one, and then we took a sit on the couch, and we blended them together, kind of create our own blend. So that exactly, somebody back there knows what's up. So we didn't want people to just like lay there with their eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling, you know, like contemplating the universe, right? And we also didn't want, you know, like everybody to snore. If you snore, it's okay. I like people to snore, but you know, we wanted something kind of in between. So that's what we did. We blended it, we tried it ourselves, and really enjoyed it. Since Kava does kind of create that state, you really shouldn't mix Kava with alcohol. So if anybody had, you know, alcoholic beverages this evening, then maybe you skip the Kava tonight. And there are a few things that it doesn't really mix with very well. So antipsychotic medication actually has contraindications to it. So if there's anybody that is on any antipsychotics or any benzotropines.
Yeah, anti-anxiety.
Anti-anxiety.
I think the antipsychotics are fine.
No, really?
Yeah, it's just
That's
like,
just
it's
me?
okay, Xanax and Valium and Klonopin, those kinds of
Those
downers.
kind of things? Okay.
Yeah.
You shouldn't mix those two.
Yeah.
But we didn't mix up like a really, really strong batch as far as like the amount of Kava that we put in. So when you read the back of the bag, it says to put in, you know, 2 to 4 tablespoons per serving. We put in 2, so we put like the lower end, you know, just so everybody can get a sample of it. Let's see, don't sip it, just drink it. Oh yeah, it kind of makes your mouth a little numb because it's a little bit of an antiseptic. So if your mouth goes a little numb, that's totally normal. Cool. So that's my little spiel on Kava.
Chasers.
So, what?
Chasers.
Chasers. Oh yeah. Check it out. So we were really nice to everybody, and we brought in Flow alkaline water with like little like kind of flavor to it. So after you finish drinking your Kava, there's some water for you, and then there's also a bag of like salted trail mix that's got some chocolate in it too.
Oh, one thing. It is a diuretic, so it is a little bit dehydrating, so you will want to drink water. If you don't do that tonight, tomorrow, if you wake up a little dehydrated, it's just like coffee or alcohol that way. And we have bathrooms right through that door. There's 6 bathrooms if anyone needs to use it.
Yeah, I feel like really preparing people for like a journey or something. It's not like ayahuasca. Nobody's gonna hallucinate. You know, it's not that weird frog poison. Nobody's gonna like get up and have to run to the bathroom real quick. I swear.
It's no vomiting.
No vomiting. We're not gonna pass around the little pink bucket. Everybody's okay. So, yeah. So that's my little spiel on Kava. What did I bring in tonight? I always kind of like to go over what I brought in. Do I have enough time? Sure, why not? So I brought in 3 gongs tonight, and this is my normal sound healing setup. So I know a couple people have kind of just been to a Reiki share with me. So for sound healings, I do like to bring in 3 gongs. This is a Paiste symphonic gong. It's called symphonic because it creates a bunch of different tones. The one behind me and the one off to my right and your left. These are both made by Shaughnessito. So he's a gong maker out of Rhode Island. And he's like one of the few really good U.S. gong makers. So this is a Saturn gong and a Gaia gong. And then I just brought in just a few of the frosted bowls tonight. So Alicia's going to talk about the energy of the new moon. So I kind of went with that a little bit, and I brought in a sacral bowl, and then 2 heart bowls that are a half note off. So that's a binaural set. And then I brought in this awesome big throat bowl because I thought that would be a great complement to what's going on. And then a small throat bowl. So the throat bowls are an octave apart, both note G. And then I brought in these awesome crystal tones harmonic set. So we just got a bunch of new inventory in of crystal tones, and I've been kind of demoing them. And we brought in the grandmother bowl, the green goddess bowl, and then a violet light bowl. And so connection to your third eye, awakening, like inner sight, which is one thing that we're going to talk about for the new moon. And then the green goddess bowl is connecting to the divine feminine. Grandmother bowl, exactly what it sounds like. So this is the cycle of life and death and it's also harnessing that the grandmother energy, the wisdom that comes with age. So those are kind of just the short descriptions of them. But yeah, that's what I brought in tonight, and that's what we're gonna do. I'll pass it off to Alicia so that she can talk about the new moon and introduce herself.
Well, it's so nice to see some returning faces, and my name is Alicia. If you haven't met me before, I'm pretty sure everybody here has. And I am a transvocal channel, a light language channel, a psychic medium, and I did bring my cards. So if anybody wants to do a card pull, I'm going to go into the back office afterwards and do a card pull for each of you. If you want to, it's not mandatory, so I'm going to stay after. And those of you who want to stay and talk sound with Ryan after can. But we are going to be working with this Pisces energy, and I was learning about it. It's a new moon in Pisces at 12 degrees. So when you break it down like they do in numerology, and you add, 1 plus 2, it's a 3, which is the same thing as the 22222 portal that we just went through. When you break it down, it goes to a 3. So 3 is all about spiritual ascension. So we're still in that same energy right now. New moons are usually known for manifesting, for planting seeds, for setting our intentions. So when you do get your Kava, just tune in and see what comes to you, what this new cycle is bringing in for you, and what you want to use your ceremony here to manifest tonight. And when you are manifesting, usually in order to get that new energy going, you have to release. So there's a lot of release with the dark moon too, that they like to call it the dark moon. And we tend to get really mystical and magical and go into our shadow selves during the dark moon. And that's where all of your magic and all of your power is, when you go into that place. So it's actually one of my favorite times. I've learned to be very comfortable there. I do energy work all the time with people, so I love going there because I know how fulfilling it is to go into the darkness and bring it into the light. So we're going to be doing that. And the influences with the planets we're going to be working with is Neptune, Jupiter, and sextile Uranus. So to sum that up, the key words for that in astrology would be representative of rapid transformation, increased intuition, easy communication, which is great. Because, how many times do we have to deal with communication going wonky with Mercury retrograde? We don't have that right now at all. Spiritual mastery and stepping into the unknown. So changing our mindset, changing our habits, going through a paradigm shift. People who keep coming to see me for readings keep getting the Wheel of Fortune cards. So those of you who read tarot and know what that means, it's very much like a paradigm shift. It's kind of uncanny how many people are pulling that. It's not really a common card to pull, but that's what's going on for people right now. Is they're tapping into their destiny, and they're really shutting off these massive layers that have been in their karmic, cycles for a while. So that's what a paradigm shift is about, really leveling up. So to work with that energy, we brought in amethyst, which is all about intuition, spiritual connection, and spiritual protection. I always say if I was on a stranded island and I could only have one crystal, God forbid, this one would be the one, because it's sort of a jack of all trades for gemstones. It's very grounding, but it's also helps you to connect spiritually. It's just a nice all-around crystal. It makes me feel at ease. So a really good mantra would be, I trust what I'm feeling because my intuition is never wrong. So I trust what I'm feeling because my intuition is never wrong. So just let those words just sink in and marinate while we call in the 4 directions. All right, so you can do this with me. So it's going to be a call and response. So when you hear me say the words aho, you can all say aho. And we're going to start by facing this way. So if you guys want to stand up. great serpent, wrap your coils of light around us. Teach us to shed the layers the way that you shed your skin. Show us the beauty way. Aho.
Aho.
2 steps to the right. To the winds of the west, mother, sister, jaguar. Show us the way of peace. Teach us to walk hand in hand with Mother Ocean. Help us to walk through this. Aho.
Aho.
To the winds of the north, hummingbird, ancient ones, grandmothers, grandfathers. Come warm your hands by our fires. We honor those who have come before us, those who will come after us, and our children's children. Aho.
Aho.
To the winds of the east, great eagle condor, come to us from the place of the rising sun. Teach us to fly wingtip to wingtip with great spirit. Protect us, keep us under your wing. Aho.
Aho.
And then hands to the earth. Pachamama, Mother Earth, we are here for the honoring of all of your children. The stone people, the plant people, the four-legged, the two-legged, the creepy crawlers, the fin, the furred, the winged ones, all of our relations. Aho. And then standing all the way up, hands to the ceiling. Father Sky, Grandmother Moon, to the high frequency star nations, archangels, ascended masters, and great sacred feminine. Thank you for bringing us here and allowing us to sing the song of life. Sacred space is now open. Aho.
Aho.
And go ahead and come all the way back down to your mat.
Okay, so we are gonna start passing out the kava. So we have these cool little coconut bowls that we are going to give it to you in. They don't sit perfectly well on the ground, so if it's full of liquid and you put it on the ground, it might tip over. So just kind of hold it in your hands. And then we're going to drink all together. So the first person is just gonna have to wait a couple minutes till everybody gets served, and then together we're gonna hold our kava, and then we're gonna think about an intention that we wanna set, and then everybody's gonna drink their kava together.
how many people is this your first Kava? Raise your hand. Okay, quite a few. Nice. And do we have any Pisces in the house tonight? Oh, nice. Very good. I have a Pisces moon, so that kind of counts.
I like it, going for it. Okay. It's my soulmate right there.
Yeah.
In due form.
You can have more than one. This is not Highlander.
I'm curious to try out the food stuff.
Oh.
I'm like curious. I'm just curious.
Hold on a sec. I got an original ticket.
Oh, really? Someone's going for it straight. Who's drinking it straight?
Straight.
Nice.
So bad.
Yeah, it's a little more psychic.
You just started licking the ground. Seriously, like you wiped up on your moped because it was raining outside on the islands. You were just face first in the and you had to eat your way out.
No more? I know. I'm a lightweight.
Lightweight.
Just push it out. It's just like
Yeah.
That's right, just dump it in there.
yeah, it's here. The competition, so I can feel it.
Okay, so everybody has their kava. Everybody got served, right? Okay, cool. And everybody has their little chaser of alkaline flow water. So we're gonna just take a moment here and think about centering yourself. And then before you drink, think of an intention that you want to put into the kava. So Alicia was talking about the new moon and the number 3. It's a master number, and it's about moving forward in your spiritual journey. So it would be auspicious for you to use this evening and this ceremony to manifest something about your spiritual journey, whatever that is. And then when you're ready, just go ahead and drink. Yeah, it's not immediate. It kind of hits you a second later. So yeah, you can kind of get a little bit of a mouth going a little bit numb kind of feeling. That's absolutely normal. Tongue feels fat. So once you feel like you've kind of rehydrated, if you want to eat the little pack of snacks, you want to save that for later. The salt will definitely kind of help with the bitterness a little bit if it's bothering you. As we're sitting here, I just want you to feel yourself starting to sink into the moment. There's no rush whatsoever. Feels good to kind of take a couple extra moments, take as much time as you need. And once you feel like you're ready to continue, just find a comfortable position laying all the way on your back. If you're in the front row, you're right in front of the bowls. If you enjoy the resonant sound of the bowls, you can have your heads this way. It may be a little more pleasurable to have your head the other way. Kind of just depends on how much you enjoy the vibration of the bowls, how loud you want it to be. Me, myself, personally, when I am enjoying a sound bath, I don't use a bolster or a pillow. I use the bolster underneath my knees. And the reason why I put the bolster underneath my knees is because it gently kind of tilts the pelvis, so the low back can actually be flat on the ground. That helps me kind of sink into it a little bit better, more than having something underneath my head. It's absolutely personal. There's no wrong way to go about it. The bolsters are really nice and cushiony. They're brand new, so they may even be a little bit too much for underneath your head.
Yeah. It's more than okay.
There's no rush. So if you guys feel like you need a snack for another second or two, and that's going to make you more comfortable, it's more important to take that extra time right now and get a little bit more comfortable. Kava is an adaptive herb. So for some people, the first time that they experience it, it doesn't really affect them whatsoever. And then the more times that you ingest kava, it actually begins to have a little bit of a stronger effect on you as your body gets used to it.
Is there a difference between
just enjoyed. Kava is simply the powder in a capsule sold at like the store. So Kava would be the brewed type of tea, and then Kava is when they put it into a capsule. So essentially, no, just the preparation, but the brewing of the actual root itself. So putting it into lukewarm water and then kneading it actually activates the herb. So it makes it more potent when you're doing it as a beverage rather than in a capsule.
So I think they said it was fat soluble too. So when you mix it with coconut milk or almond milk, then it activates the ketone or the kavatones.
Yeah, the kavatones are
Yeah.
activated when it's brewed, and then when it is added with some type of a fat. So that is why we chose to use coconut milk, and this is like the coconut milk that's kind of like almond milk, not the canned full fat you would make like a curry out of, but more like the coconut beverage that you make a smoothie out of or put in your coffee. We always like to transition from ceremony to sound bath by engaging in a little bit of breath work. So I'm gonna walk us through a relaxation script, cueing the body, and then we're gonna do a little bit of breath work, and then we'll move on to the sound and the energy. So we're gonna do a simple exercise that will help the body soften. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna work through and we're gonna tense and release different groups of muscles. And so in doing this and bringing tension and softness to the muscles, we really give the body permission to sink in, to become ready for ceremony, for sound. Starting with the legs, curl the toes back towards the shins, engaging the muscles of the feet, the quads. Squeeze the muscles of the feet, the quads. Take an inhale breath in, and then soften the muscles of the legs and the feet. Take an exhale breath out. Perhaps you roll out the ankles, wiggle the toes. Next, engage the glutes, the core, pulling the belly button back towards the spine. Hold those muscles tight. Take an inhale breath in, fill up. And then exhale breath, let the glutes soften, the core release. Feel the legs become heavy. The hips sink into the mat. Moving up the body, bring the fingers in, clench the fists. Engage the muscles in the forearms, the biceps. Gently tighten across the chest. Take an inhale breath in. And then exhale breath, allow the shoulders to sink into the mat. Release the hands, wiggle the fingers, roll out the wrists a couple times. For the next muscle group, I want you to think about doing it softly. So we're going to bring the teeth together. Okay? And then we're going to bring the eyes in to the bridge of the nose, right at the third eye. Teeth gently closed, eyes focused on the third eye. Take a nice big breath in, fill up. And then exhale breath, the eyes soften. Jaw releases. Tongue settles in the mouth, away from the roof. The scalp softens. The neck releases. You give permission to the body to be still. If you feel any residual tension in the body, maybe take a moment and shift. Move anything that feels like it needs to be moved. We're going to bring awareness to the natural path that the breath takes through the body. Feel the breath moving in through the nose, the chest and the belly expanding. Notice the body soften as the breath moves back out the nose. Shoulders melting back into the mat. Try not to change or alter the depth, the duration, the pattern of the breath. Just bringing a little bit of awareness to it. Feel the support of the earth beneath you. The hips, the shoulders, the back of the head. Give yourself permission to be supported here. Held in the arms of our mother. Our breathwork tonight is going to be called resonant breathing. And this is a type of breathwork that targets 6 breaths per minute. And this type of paced breathing reduces anxiety, calms the mind, and promotes a sense of ease. We're going to take long, slow breaths in and out the nose. In this particular type of breath work, there's no holding the breath in or the breath out. It's all about just getting a nice, slow, steady rhythm to the breath. Now, if my counting, my pace feels off to you, always default to what feels good in the body. If it resonates to keep pace with what I am calling out, and I encourage that. We're going to begin by just allowing the breath to gently sigh out of the lungs. And we invite in a nice big breath through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we gently allow the breath to release through the nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the breath back in. 1, 2, 3, connection to spirit. Allow the breath to release. I am letting go of fear. Bring the breath back in. I am following my intuition. Allow the breath to release. I am releasing self-doubt. Bring the breath back in. I am deepening my connection to spirit. Allow the breath to release. I am releasing fear. One more nice big breath in together, your own depth and pace. And allow that breath to gently release. Find a comfortable pattern and depth to your breath. Take the next couple breaths to really feel the path the breath takes again. Allow yourself to become in harmony with it.
Calling in the light into the darkness of this Pisces moon energy. We illuminate the sequence of vibrations, calling in the tenderness of that feeling of safety. Asking for the water element to come in and mesh with all of the substance of you, the tissues, the fibers,
the muscles, the membranes, activating the Kava tones. Calling in the violet ray for purification and cleansing. In this sea of information through the vocal toning and the listening of our own intuitive mind space. Calling in the ancient masters that live in the ocean, the dolphins, the whales, to move into our sphere of consciousness here. Their ability to hold space for you with their massive light form as an etheric body starts to swim up underneath the floor, letting you just feel adrift. As you buoy in this ocean dreamland. We start to call them in. Wei Koa, Agorathon, Lavanil, Ki'ikoa, Quentin and Sunra. Feeling the drift in and out as you align now with the mind space of the whale telepathically working with you. Allowing your body to just filter out anything in this violet light that needs a cleanse. There'll be a circular motion to the right of you and to the left. Kayanash Ambras Achya Achya. And there's an ease to the process of just letting go. this dreamlike state, we awaken our inner sight and take a look around. There are many floating lights passing by under the water, inviting us to go deeper now. And lighting our way. Visibly off in the distance, we see a pod of dolphins. And one might nuzzle their fin right onto the palm of your hand and invite you to go for a ride. Feeling freer in your imagination, you're allowing yourself to go on this journey. Trusting that your friend, your dolphin, knows where to take you. Many places are hidden from mankind. But you have earned your seat in one of their sacred temples. Riding along with you are many other finned creatures, brilliant in their colored tails. You're watching the glistening and the magic as you weave your way into a sacred cave. All around you are brilliant seashells and crystals of all different colors. Koranash Amras Achia Achia. You feel the need to touch one of them and bring it close to you on one or more of your chakras, activating, awakening. You're aligning with the frequency now of that crystal, allowing it to melt away any tension or fear in your body and your mind space. And you're going to ask yourself what it is that you came here for tonight. What vision or dream are you setting your intention to move into this paradigm shift? Allowing the crystal to show you how you are one step closer now to achieving it. Bringing back that feeling of serenity, knowing that there master teachers here just whispering to you through these magical crystals, bringing you to a place of wonder and enlightenment. As you journey further now, you take your crystal with you. And there is an underwater city here with many pillars and many lights. And working with the energy of Neptune, there is a being who is a friend. It's either a merman or a mermaid coming over to you with a chest of jewels. Reaching in their hand and pulling out a gift for you. So allow yourself to receive it. Feeling the weight of the world dropping off your back. As your knowing, your understanding, your intuition is heightening. Visibly see yourself receiving your gift, thanking the mermaid. As you explore. returning us back. We ask for our bodies to adjust to our newfound freedom as we have explored the depths of the waters and our insight and brought back with us a heightened state of intuitive awareness. Thanking the beings for their friendship, their clearing, and their assistance tonight. We drift all the way back into our bodies.
Beginning to bring movement back to the body. Gently wiggling the fingers, the toes. Perhaps beginning to roll out wrists, hands. Shifting the head from side to side. It may feel nice to reach the arms up over the head, point the toes, and find length from the tips of the fingers all the way down through the tips of the toes. Bend the knees, set the soles of the feet onto the mat, and feel yourself reconnect to the earth. Coming back to the present moment, here and now in this room. We're going to close our sound bath, our ceremony this evening together. So let's place our palms against one another and gently allow the thumbs to rest right against the heart. We thank our bodies. We thank our minds. We thank ourselves for being kind. We thank the universe for the divine guidance that we have received. We thank ourselves for all that we have achieved. We thank the messages that have come through today and remain open to any further guidance that may come our way. We give thanks. We give thanks.